Language learning remains an essential and enriching process that unlocks the ability to connect with others on a deep human level, fostering empathy and bridging cultures. It vastly improves communication skills, promotes intercultural understanding, and prepares people for success in a globalized world. However, the future of language learning is under threat, which also places the benefits it brings under threat.
Some of the common challenges facing the future of language learning include the decline in support of language programs at the high school and college level, the weakening or even removal of language requirements for high school students is really working against motivating students to pursue language education at the college level. And we see this when colleges now don't often require language education to fulfill degree requirements. To compound this problem is the use of translation technology. Translation technology like Google Translate make it very easy for students to just get the language translated immediately instead of learning it themselves.
When we depend too much on technology, we lose this human touch.
They lose the opportunity to develop their interpersonal communication skills. They also are not going to get as deep of an understanding of the culture.
We lose the ability to learn mannerisms, learn the voice inflections, idioms that come out of a language, accents.
Language learning, when done right, fosters interpersonal communication skills. It promotes cultural understanding and absolutely builds empathy and produces joy in students.
By creatively combining carefully designed technology and real human communication, experts believe that we can create a robust, forward-thinking approach to language learning that prepares learners to thrive both in their own communities and throughout an interconnected world.
To foster renewed interest in language learning, ironically, we want to focus not so much on the language itself, but on actual real-world things. It's important to give learners as direct access as possible, not just to that vocab and grammar, but to actual human beings and human communities and their ideas. Now, we can't all go travel to Peru or travel to China and experience language in that sense firsthand, but we can share stories, we can set up interviews, we can set up conversations, written exchanges, expose students to content, videos, songs, you name it, that's been created in the language and that showcases people and community members that use that language on top of just the medium that is the language.
The role of technology in language learning should be one that is interactive. So students should be able to watch videos and engage with native speakers in very visual ways.
I believe technology is my #1 assistant. With the digital plans, with videos, anything is at our fingertips.
Digital tools have been great for me because they have helped me to engage with my students more, make language learning more interactive. But in telling those stories to my students, just seeing their worlds open up and the questions that they ask, they want to understand other parts of the world. They want to understand people from other cultures that are different from their own. And I love getting students outside of their little bubble.
Driven by the belief that the voices of real language users and community members should be made more accessible and comprehensible, Voces Digital is shaping the future of language learning through their digital-first curriculum that makes people and their experiences the center of the process.
Voces Digital is an online language curriculum for Spanish, French, German, Italian, and ESL.
Voces Digital is a collection of content and experiences that help learners actually see and enjoy a careful sequence of compelling content in the target language and then experiences of using the language in real-life type settings.
There's culture infused in all of our materials, and so it's preparing them to actually have that conversation in real life with a native speaker.
We're contributing to that future of a world where more people know each other's languages by bringing languages and people to the learner.
Voces has provided a lot of stories that help my students to increase their empathy, their communication skills. It's really incredible.
I feel Voces has allowed me to become a better teacher because of all the different facets that are offered.
We provide webinars and training. We'll sit with a teacher and walk them through how to use the platform and make sure that they're equipped with the knowledge that they need to successfully use the curriculum with their students.
As a language educator, I highly recommend Voces Digital as a path to language learning. I believe that Voces has incredible stories, and Voces brings out the best of an individual.
Just seeing students take their language to the next level is so rewarding, and it just keeps me going and gives me energy to show up the next day and keep on teaching because these students are becoming global citizens.
Voces Digital. Inspire the learners in your life toward real language proficiency and cultural connection today by visiting vocesdigital.com.